And I am back. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Once again, happy 4th of July. My name's Charles Fernandez. Charles Fernandez. If I can actually articulate, that would be helpful when I say my own name. And I am first going to adjust the audio inputs. There, that's a little bit better. So as I was saying, my name is Charles Fernandez. I am a 3D modeler and artist, and you are watching my Artstation challenge. And that's a little loud, repetitive. There we go. Alright, so I was in the process of working on Merlin here. I've taken the liberty of reworking the torso. I'm adding detail to the arm. I've created it as a separate piece. It's fairly simple to work from cylinders. That way the vertices can be evenly spaced and you don't have to worry about, like, I just got lost in a lot of detail and I didn't need to. I need to keep things very, very simple until I'm ready to start building in additional detail. I kind of got distracted from that. Right. Alright, so yes. When you're having difficulty manipulating things, sometimes it's better to increase the scale of your handle. There are a lot of things that you can do with the manipulators. You can hit Insert if you want to relocate the pivot point. So for example, you wanted to make this arm rotate based on the shoulder. You could totally do that. Like this shoulder joint. And that's exactly what I'm going to do now. There we go. Insert. So now that I have this, I'm going to do what's called a freeze transformation on this this object. That way, this is set to 0. So if I were to hit 0, 0, 0, like I could move this arm anywhere in this space, get it all kinds of screwed up and wonky, but then just hit 0, 0, 0. Like set all of these values back to 0. And there it goes, right back where I need it to be. So, where I need it to be is pretty much right here. Because I'm going to be modeling the arm now. Let me turn on the arm references. Apparently I need to add some additional vertices here. Or actually, just one. Oh, and this gives me the opportunity to show off this little feature. This icon here. This is the slide edge tool. Now, if I were to select this edge and move it the way I normally would, you know, this would happen. Blah, 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 blah. It doesn't necessarily conform to the direction of the... It doesn't conform to the shape of the object. But if I were to hit this and use the middle mouse button, I can drag it along the length of the geometry, just like I could if I had just placed it down. And just move it around however I need to. Also going to increase the size of this because I can. And the placement. There we go. All right. And now messing around a bit with the top view. All right, very simple arm. Yay, yay, yay. So that will also be clearing up the unnecessary portions of the geometry. Meaning the caps here. Delete. They are no more. It's magic. Alright. I will also squish this down just a hair. But, let's go world. There we go. Alright, so now I have that down. I'm going to create a single cube. And this will be the size and shape of the palm. Alright, so in the interest of not making things more complicated than they need to be, subdivisions 4 on the width. And wow, no, that was wrong. Cube. Let's try that again. With less. Why are you doing that to me? Okay, that's just weird. So, we're not gonna play that game. New cube. Polygon cube. 4. And 4. There we go. There's just a whole lot of I don't know coming off of that, so. All right. So now, good times. Drop that down. Raise that up. Time to build those fingers a bit. I'll be looking for the extrusion tool settings. There we go. Wait, hold on. Keep faces together. Off. There. So now we can scale these bad boys individually. Yay! Alright. So now it doesn't matter. We can turn that back on. I guess that comes back on automatically, which is fine. Apparently I've made a minor miscalculation. Again. And I'm sure you're all like, no, how did that happen? You're normally so on top of things. You never make mistakes. Uh-huh. Well, I'll pretend you were saying that. Yeah, I was thinking, oh, this makes so much sense because we've got, you know, this is a 8-sided cylinder, so there's 4 up top and there's 4 on the bottom. Just like with the hand, there's 4 up top and there's 4 on the bottom, but I forgot that there's 6 sides to this equation. Occasionally has the dumb. I'll definitely need to take a closer look at all this when I go to attach everything. I'll need to make sure that maybe it's just a matter of reducing the polygon count as I go along. You know, merging a few vertices. I don't want to do this in a haphazard or like quick, let me solve this quickly kind of way, because I start doing that and it'll end up biting me in the ass. Like, my first instinct is to maybe just delete this edge. So I've got to delete these faces anyway. So I'll go ahead and do that now. Maybe not delete that edge, but definitely delete these faces. Maybe what I need to do is take this, move that there. Merge these two. Oh, you know what? Before I get into that, let's save. And this song is annoying as shit, so we're gonna change it. Alright. Version 8. Sabe. Alright, so where was I? Right around here. Merge. Take this one. Merge. Take these. Combine. And then that gives me additional surface area to play with. There we go. Ooh. Alright, I realize that I have some triangles here, which are really a no-no when it comes to 3D modeling. When you're doing organic modeling, as a general rule, you want to try to avoid triangles, because when you get to the part where you're doing texture maps, things get really awkward when triangles start moving around in an organic way. The textures just don't want to stay lined up right, so it's better to avoid that situation entirely if you can. I'm wondering if instead of trying some crazy elaborate solution for that, I can kill two birds with one stone and just add one here, add one here. This doesn't solve the problem that I have later on for adding here and here, but maybe... maybe I can solve one or two problems by creating problems elsewhere. Alright, well, let me, before things get too nuts, before I say I have to call it a night, because it's about 10 minutes shy of 9 o'clock, I had wanted to do a lot more 3D modeling today than I ended up doing. Again, disappointed in myself at the apparent lack of progress. But, I can at least add the leg, I think. And I'll just add more as I go along. Alright, we're going to try another tool. First thing we'll save. Let's combine. Then 1, 2. Let's try the bridge tool. Yeah, let's make that 0 divisions. Did I just crash this thing? I think I just crashed this thing. Yep, it crashed. So, let's fire it up again, and hopefully I haven't lost too much information. I don't think I have. Assets. Version 8. Open. Alright. This is pretty much exactly where we left off. I need to do the combine again. Select the edges. Use the bridge tool. Skip this annoying song again. Alright. Linear path. I'm not sure what smoothing angle means. But, ooh. Nice. Very nice. That's pretty much exactly where it needs to go. I'll take a look at maybe adjusting this slightly. Alright. So this, I think, will be a good place to hit pause on this, and I will resume this on the weekend, over the course of Saturday and Sunday. I plan to make a lot more progress on it. I don't know. Actually, I think I may have plans Friday, so we shall see. If I don't have plans Friday, then I will continue this on Friday evening. If I do have plans, I'll just pick it up on Saturday and Sunday, and I'll see you then. I'm gonna try and get some sleep now. I've got a busy day of work tomorrow, and then I'll keep going on this. I'm liking the much simpler model to start off with. I'm hoping to keep things as simple as I can for as long as I can. I'll be following along this tutorial that I'm looking at. I'm looking more at the I'm looking at my reference drawings. I have some anatomy books as well, but more than anything, I just need to keep this simple, and I can, once I get this into Mudbox or ZBrush or some other, or I just start sculpting here in Maya, then I can go a little crazier on the detail. But for now, simplicity is key. Simplicity is so key. Alright. Rolling credits. And I will see y'all later, folks. Like I said, I'm going to keep the schedule kind of loose as I take a look at tutorials and stuff and learn, and then apply what I've learned to this project. And may the force be with you, folks.